Hi, welcome to the video version of Pam's Teapot blog, and today we're going to talk about the biggest WTF. I'm not going to say what that means. If you don't know what that means, then just look it up. But anyway, moment in the office. Everybody has their own opinion on this, but here is my opinion. So the business trip to Florida, when Kathy invites herself into Jim's hotel room, and Jim is too nice to say go away, and Kathy's just acting like it's no big deal. Oh yeah, we're just friends. But we all know her plan. And the reason this is a WTF moment isn't just because it's inappropriate, but because it breaks the documentary style, I think. There's a lot of office podcasts, and one of them I'm listening to recently talks about how if it's a private moment, then the camera crew will seem off at a distance or on the other side of a window. It just makes it seem more realistic. Like, why would people invite these cameras into their lives so much, especially a private moment? You know, it just doesn't seem realistic. So anyway, and then also, like, how would the camera crew know to turn on the camera in Jim's room? If nothing was going to happen, why would they just have the camera on? It just seems weird. So I just think that they probably overheard that phone call that Kathy made to her friend, and Kathy was making plans of what she was going to do with Jim, and so they knew, I guess. So it's possible that they had someone stationed outside Jim's room and texting the people inside Jim's room like, oh, Kathy's coming, turn on the camera. That's the only thing that kind of makes sense that would work. Actually, there is a deleted scene where Pam actually calls Jim while Kathy is in his room. And Jim tells her what's all going on. Doesn't really talk about how awkward it is because Kathy's right there. But, you know, he tells her that Kathy is there. And Pam asks, who else is there? And he's like, oh yeah, Stanley was in and out. But he does not mention that the camera crew is there. Now, if your wife was like a little worried, I think you should probably tell her that there's camera crew there so she's not worried. So maybe that's why that scene was deleted, because it just doesn't seem to make sense why Jim wouldn't tell Pam that the cameras were there. And, it's also funny because Brian, the boom guy who has a crush on Pam, we find out later. We don't even know he exists at this point, but he's probably in Jim's room at this time. So, it's no wonder that he feels like so bad for Pam, because he's like witnessing this whole awkward situation. And, I guess I should be glad that Jim did not cheat on Pam, but, it's still awkward to have such a private moment as part of a mockumentary. So that is why I think that is the biggest WTF moment in The Office. Please post your comments below. Ready to do.